Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're all doing well as I always do. This is the preview of West Ham away at Stamford Bridge live on Monday at 8 o'clock on Sky Sports in the Premier League. Well, of course, we will be having the watch along the broadcast will start at 10 minutes to 8. Hopefully, be able to sort out the internet issues. We normally have a lot of problems for some random reason for at 8 o'clock broadcast. I don't know why, it just is one of those things. As always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the animations that are up here. I think they're up here. They should be up here. There's also West Ham colour inspired, so basically claret and blue track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Even if you're a Chelsea fan or neutral, any purchase made through the link in the description below, you can find other Premier League and European retro shirts there as well. I think there's a few old Championship shirts in there as well. There's also England gear in there. Any purchases that you make through the link in the description, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, I'll be sending directly through to the Iron Supporting Food Banks charity, a charity very, very close to my heart, and I want to help those in the Newham area that are going to struggle around this time of year and just in general, unfortunately. Okay, so let's talk about the officials for this game. The referee is Chris Kavanagh. The assistants are Dan Cook and Sean Maisie Ellis, or Sean Maisie Ellis, I think you pronounce that. Fourth official is Simon Hooper. On VAR is the referee that we had for our Palace game, David Coote, and his assistant is Nick Hopton. Our last six with Chelsea makes very, very inspiring reading, shall we say. We've won 3, drawn 2 and lost 1, so it's very, very good, especially bearing in mind, you know, we were able to beat Chelsea, you know, very, very good in this fixture last year. As everybody will remember, that was the fixture that Fornals really came into his own, that beautiful memory that David Martin will forever have in his locker. You know, Frank Lampard's used 4-3-3 for all the games so far this season, and pejoratively towards the end of last season as well. So, as I always say, if we've got three attackers, we should have 4 at the back, which we'll come on to when we talk about the team sheet. But as I say, he's been very stubborn and not changed there's been slight variances of it, but at its core, it's always been 4-3-3. Now, last time out, Chelsea lost 2-1 to Wolves within the dying seconds from a beautiful goal from Neto. It should have been, Chelsea should have really been 1-0 up just before half-time with a very, very good effort from Zuma, but unfortunately for them, it just hit the bar. A mistake by Patricio dropping the ball from Giroud's attempt for their first goal. The first shot Chelsea had on target was the first goal. Just after the start of the second half, but a very, very good goal from very well worked goal, I should say, from Wolves in general, for Podence to equalise on the 66th minute. It was an entertaining game. I can see a reason why Chelsea mate hasn't returned my call since that night. But you know, they are still there. Chelsea are place above us and a point above us in the table as it stands before the weekend kickoffs, I should say. So it's going to be an interesting game, as it always is. I love Chelsea away games. They're always very eventful, positively as well as negatively. According to PremierInjuries.com, they've only got 2 injuries so far. Ziyech and Hudson-Odoi both out for this fixture due to their each player's got a thigh injury, but it looks like they're going to be back for their Boxing Day game. So another derby that Chelsea have got against relegation fodder Arsenal. I never thought we would be sitting 7th after 13 games, much less seeing Arsenal at 15th. You know, very, very interesting times. Turning to West Ham now, of course, we drew 1-1 with Palace, and thank you to everybody that joined in the conversation and got us over to the 1,730 subscriber mark. Thank you very much, guys. It means a lot. If you're enjoying what I'm doing, then by all means, please do hit the subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed, and hit the notification bell so you get to know when new content and live content is going up at the same time. Also, please do like this video if you've enjoyed it so far. And as always, guys, I always want you guys to put your comments in the comment section below. The Palace game was a very tough game, as we all predicted, and I said when we had the daily live chat the weekly live chat, I should say, just before the broadcast, I said I'd take a point, and so we're very, very happy with how things ended. Not our best performance, especially in the first half, but there was a lot of fight and determination in the second half, which got us the point back, and I'm very happy with that. But we need to be seeing that consistently over a 90-minute basis. Great goal from Allaire. Very, very good goal from Allaire, but the first goal was quite an easy, I wouldn't say a tap-in exactly, but more people than Diop should have been marking Benteke for that goal. Benteke could have easily had a hat-trick. It was just one of those games, unfortunately. A bit harsh for Benteke to be sent off, as I said during the live watch along with. Both bookings were, I wouldn't say weak, but I can't say they were fair either. I think the second booking was probably more fairer than the first, to be honest with you. Now, Diop came in for Balbuena because he had a bit of a tight groin strain, and as a result, people have been pointing the finger at Diop for his marking. As I literally just said, there should have been more people involved in Benteke. We know how lethal he is. Yes, all right. Diop hasn't played since September, and he was recovering from the coronavirus and everything. So, but at the same time, it's a team effort. We need to be defending as a team, and Diop was let down, I'm afraid. If you don't agree, let us know in the comments. According to PremierInjuries.com, at the time of this recording, Balbuena is a 50% chance of returning to this fixture. Bowen and Creswell are 75% chances as well. Now, as we know, Bowen twisted his ankle in the warm-up, and as we saw, Creswell had a bit of a niggle as well. He's also got a bit of a hip injury as well. But it looks like I'm hoping he's going to be all right. Antonio is a 25% chance that we're still got obviously rule him out for this fixture. We never know; things may change over the weekend, or up until Monday for that matter. But as at the time of this recording, I can't see it coming back. I know his personal target was to come back for Chelsea, but it's not looking that way at the moment. And of course, Masuaku is still recovering from surgery, so. It's understandable. We're in December, coming up to January. It's coming up to the Christmas period and that, so it's understandable that we're going to have some injuries. I'm not blaming the fixtures in any shape or form. It's just one of those things that happens every single season. I can't criticise managers for blaming the fixtures, but we all know our squad is still a little bit threadbare, shall we say. So it's quite difficult not to expect injuries at this time of year, if that makes any sense. We were always going to get injuries around this time of year, but it looks the numbers are encouraging. I hope we have Creswell. I hope we have Bowen, and I hope we have Balbuena. I don't think we will have Balbuena because of a bit of a tight groin strain. But so as always, guys, let's round this video up by talking about the starting 11. Now, this has been very, very difficult for me. Really has been. I've been literally mucking around with the team sheet ever since the Palace game. I've been really, really trying to struggle to try and figure this one out. It's very, very hard. If those injuries are preventing these players from returning to this fixture, this is the starting 11 that I hope we will put out. Fabianski in goal, with a back four of Soufal, Diop, Ogbonna and Johnson. Souček and Rice as the holding midfielders. Fornals in the midfield, with Yarmolenko, Allaire and Benrahma up front. So guys, thank you very much for your time. As I said, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you agree with the formation? I know it's a bit of an unconventional 4-2-1-3, but I just think we need 4 at the back. We need 3 up front. And we need a bit of... I want to see Fornals in the midfield. I really, really do want to see Fornals in the central midfield positions, sitting behind Allaire. But it's the only way, because I don't want to put him out on the left. We have to have a 4-3-3 style. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. As I say, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Give me your fixture. Give me a prediction as well, for that matter. I can see this being a very, very tough game. Really can see this being a very tough game. It'd be interesting. I want to take a point, of course. It'd be nice to have all 3. It'd be ecstatic if we have all 3. Hope you guys will join us for the live watch along with. As I say, the broadcast will hopefully start at 10 minutes to 8, and then we'll kick on around about 5-2, and we'll talk about the team sheet and everything. So, guys, thank you very, very much for your time. For those watching on the Patreon, this is obviously going up on Friday. For those that are watching on YouTube, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And for the Patrons as well, for that matter, enjoy your weekend. And I will see you guys on Monday evening. All the best now. Take care.